Hello, my name is Raymond, New York Times top 10 best-selling author, professional speaker for almost 40 years, broadcaster, and adventurer. But I'm actually now talking to you in a totally different capacity. I'm going to introduce you to an opportunity. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't, maybe it's not for you. But it's a way to enjoy wonderful products that you can't get anywhere else. And there's also an income opportunity where all you do is what you're doing now anyways, but not getting paid for it. I said that correctly. There's something that you're doing now already. Out of the goodness of your heart, you're just doing it and you're not getting paid for it. So I'm inviting you to start getting paid for it. Let me start from the beginning. The company is called Young Living. And it was started by Gary Young because he realized the amazing potential and power of oils for the human body. And he popularized it, and he's unfortunately passed now, but he named the company Young Living, and it's now operating without him, and it's thriving. It's in so many countries of the world, and it's spreading wildly because of the quality of the products and because you get paid for doing something that you're already doing but not getting paid for. It's such a genius idea. But first, I want to tell you about the products. The products are the most important. And there's three kinds of products. One is amazing, essential, really beautiful, pure essential oils. The second thing is household and hair and teeth and body and dishes and clothes, cleaning products. And then the third is nutritional supplements that have the effect of making you clean inside and pure inside and feeling abundant and vital and taking care of the ailments that you might have in interesting ways. So let me talk first about the oils. They have a slogan called Seed to Seal, and I love it. You see, this company doesn't buy flowers or oils from other companies. What they do is they have their own farms in every continent in the world, and wherever a particular herb grows really well or a fruit grows really well that has a great oil, they go to that area of the world and they purchase a farm so they can get the best quality plants. And then they make sure it's far from other farms that could inadvertently blow over pesticides or herbicides, and they're organic, and they plant the seeds, and then they harvest the seeds tenderly, and in their own facilities, they process it and they seal it. So everything is done by them. They control everything, they control the purity, and they create oils. Now, these essential oils, from biblical times, for gosh sakes, what did the wise men bring baby Jesus? You know from your memory that they brought him frankincense and myrrh. You've memorized it, but maybe you never knew what they were. Well, frankincense and myrrh are essential oils. The gift for baby Jesus was essential oils, yes. So they'll take the oils, the essence of lemon, of geranium, of lavender. Oh my gosh, I love the smell. In my diffuser, I usually put on geranium or lavender. It just makes the entire home feel fresh, and I love it and I feel great. But it's not just for feeling great or having nice smells. You see, every oil vibrates at a different frequency. And the major organs of your body vibrate at a different frequency. Your heart, your lungs, your liver. And you know from the movie The Secret that whatever vibrates at the same frequency can work together. And so there are natural oils from an individual plant like lemon. But what this company also does is they combine oils. So they combine 2 or 3 oils, and one of the combinations is called joy, because they've noticed that people actually feel happier when they use that combination of oils that they call joy. There's another combination of oils for people who are a little shy or they're unsure of themselves, or they need to be brave at a certain point in their life, and it's called valor. So there are oils that are pure from one source. And there's also a combination of oils that have wonderful names like Inner Child that help you address those very issues. And you can read about it in the product guide. Everything is included. All the explanations are included in that product guide when you get your first order. Anyways, that's what I want to say about the oils. No, I want to say more. I want to say what happened to me. You see, this winter, the last few months, my fingers have been dry. Like the tips of my fingers have been so dry that they just crack and flake. And I'm constantly like pulling at little flakes of skin. And sometimes when I pull them, it tears and it bleeds. But even worse, two fingers, my middle finger and my thumb, were cracked so badly that there was a 1/4 inch long crack that was open and red and bleeding. And so I was putting on hand cream, but then I can't put a Band-Aid over hand cream, it just slips off. And so it was really difficult. I was putting on all this hand cream for 3 months, and I didn't see that it was doing anything. Well, when I joined Young Living, I looked up what is the best product for that for skincare, and they recommended tea tree oil. So one night I put some hand cream on my hand. It's called a carrier cream. And then I put a little puddle of tea tree oil in my palm. And then I rubbed my broken thumb and my broken finger in the palm of my hand to really get in the tea tree oil. And I went to bed. In the morning, my thumb and finger were not cracked open. Now, this is not a peer adjudicated scientific study. I am not telling you that it cured my fingers. All I'm saying is they were broken and bleeding for 3 months. I put the tea tree oil from Young Living on one night, and the next morning my fingers were not cracked. And I think you can still see, well, maybe on this one, I think you can see that crease. It just looks like a faint line. That was cracked open and red and bleeding. And now it's just a crease because my fingers, well, take a look at it. They're not cracked open and bleeding. And another thing, my wife has trouble falling asleep. So sometimes she takes a pill, a prescription pill, and sometimes she takes something that's not a prescription, and then she's able to fall asleep. But in the morning, she always feels groggy, and so she hates doing it. And so when we joined Young Living, we looked it up, and they recommended a particular oil that comes in a roller container, so you can just roll it on. And of course, I put hand cream on her feet, and then I rolled this on and massaged her feet. And maybe it was the massage that made her feel good. Maybe it's the romantic attention that made her feel good. But I'll tell you what, she fell asleep and she slept through the night and she awoke refreshed. And so now she has demanded that every night I have to rub her feet with this particular Young Living oil. And I've only been in it for a short time, and yet I've had wonderful experiences. So I'm just loving these products. Oh yeah, I want to tell you one more thing about the products. In the Black Plague, in the Dark Ages, 1/3 of Europe died. I mean, it was horrible. And there are certain people who didn't die, and weirdly, they were criminals. They were thieves. They were grave robbers. They would dig up graves. You might wonder, why would they dig up a grave? Because many people were buried with valuables. They were buried with rings or gold coins, something like that. And so these grave diggers would dig up the grave and would steal anything they could find. But they never got sick. They never, ever got sick. And so they were questioned. How come you never got sick? They didn't know why, but they told them what they did. They rubbed cloves and oils and herbs all over their body. They didn't know necessarily why, but they all did it, and they never got sick. It's those herbs and flowers that they crushed up and rubbed on their skin. That's what did it, especially the cloves. And so Young Living has made an oil called Thieves. And I love using it, and it smells wonderful. I diffuse it, I put it on my skin, I rub it on my hands, and then I breathe it in. It smells wonderful, and it feels wonderful through my body. So that's the oils, and they're really great, and you can read about them, and they're probably the leading company in the world in terms of reputation for producing really beautiful and pure oils. Now the next thing is household cleaning products, but it's not cleaning the house just, like it's cleaning toilets and floors and dishes and clothes, but it's also cleaning your teeth, cleaning your hair, cleaning your skin, moisturizing your skin. They have a whole range of beautiful products for cleansing and moisturizing. And in addition to that, those beautiful products are completely safe, there's no harsh chemicals, and they're infused with the wonderful oils. So they clean with the oils, they clean with natural ingredients that smell wonderful. Because there's too many people who are using household products, I don't want to say their names, but you know their names, that people use to spray around the home, and people typically wear big gloves, rubber gloves, so that it doesn't touch their body. Well, why don't you want it to touch your body? It's because you know it's harmful for you. If you got any on your body, or heaven forbid you drunk some by mistake, oh my gosh, you'd rush to the hospital. Why? Because it's very harmful. It's very, very acidic. It's poisonous. And yet we have it in our homes, or maybe you have it in your homes. I certainly don't. You see, I want to live a long time. I want to live a long time. I'm in my 70s now, and I can run up 200 flights of stairs. I live in a 25-story condo, and I run up 8 times 200 flights of stairs. I can do it in under 90 minutes. I'm 75 and I want to stay young and youthful. And so I need to make sure that I have safe products in my home so that I'm breathing in pure products. I'm not breathing in harmful chemicals. It's really important to me, and it keeps me young, and I want to stay young and vital and vigorous for my entire life. And all this helps. And now the final kind of product is nutritional products. And the one that I like has the unusual name of Ningxia, Ningxia. And Ningxia is a combination of some of the most powerful supplements you could ever imagine. In fact, I could never remember them all. So let me bring over the product guide and I'll read it to you. Ningxia Red is a delicious drink that contains whole Ningxia wolfberry puree, a super blend of blueberry, aronia, cherry, pomegranate, and plum juices, natural stevia, grapeseed and pure vanilla extracts, and orange, lemon, and tangerine essential oils. Ningxia Red provides a whole body nutrient infusion. Nutrient infusion. And so I get a bottle of it. It's a beautiful tall bottle. It's all bright red. And I take a drink of a little bit of it in the morning and a little bit of it every night. And it infuses my body with nutrients and purifies me and cleanses me, and it's wonderful. Now, if you decide I'm going to try it and you take the drink, you're not going to notice suddenly you're brighter like in one drink. But I want to know that all these amazing oils and juices are surging through my body and helping me. I want to know that my household and teeth and hair and skin cleaning products are safe and there's no chemicals in them. And I want to know that the oils in the diffuser are wonderful and pure, and maybe they're healing, and maybe they have lots of other benefits. I'd like to know that. I've only been in it a short time, and I love it, and so does Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield? Yeah, the same Jack Canfield, the co-creator of the entire Chicken Soup for the Soul series of books, the superstar of the movie The Secret, yes, and the author of The Success Principles, yes, that Jack Canfield. He and I have teamed up. We are working together in order to enjoy the products together. So when he has a success story with the products he tells me, when I tell him, we're working together and we're telling so many people, because a lot of people trust us and they know us. We've had a great reputation for 4 decades on stage. I started in May of 1983, and lots of people trust me and know me and love me. So if I recommend a line of products, you'll typically want to either jump in or at least try it. And Jack has joined this program because he can see the income opportunity, and so can I. and he can see the products and how great they are. And he has favorite products, just like I've told you that I have some favorite products. So let me tell you now about the income opportunity. And I'm not going to spend a long time on it, but I will tell you some things on it. Like all other network marketing companies, you get paid on any customer in your organization. And how does someone get into your organization? Well, first of all, you might enroll somebody, and maybe you don't want to enroll anyone. That's completely fine. Almost every member of Young Living is not a business builder. Almost everyone, they just want to shop for our wonderful products. And what is the shopping requirement? It's 100 PV, that's product points. And a product point is almost exactly $1, but depending on the actual product you purchase, it's slightly different. So it's almost exactly $1. And your requirement is 100 points a month, that's all. And you might say, 100 extra dollars US? Oh, what are you talking about? No, it's not, because I bet you brush your teeth, and I bet you use soap and shampoo and conditioner, and I bet you clean your full floors and your clothes and your dishes. So a lot of what you buy is what you have to buy anyways, you just switch stores. But some of it will be new, because you can't get Ninja juice anywhere else, and you can't get these amazing oils as pure as Young Living creates anywhere else. And so some of it will be new dollars, but a lot of it will be what you're spending anyways in other stores. And so your additional requirement is a very small part of the $100, but it's a requirement each month. And once you become a customer, you can also make money if there's anyone in your organization. It's an income opportunity. It may happen, it may not. But if you enroll somebody there in your organization, and you get a small override on whatever they buy. But there's a second way. If they enroll somebody, you've now got 2 customers in your organization. And maybe one of them enrolls somebody, and maybe one of those people enrolls 4 people. And so it grows. You may get 6 in your organization. You might eventually have 11 in your organization, or you may never have anybody in your organization. Most people have no one in their organization. They just want to buy the products. Like when you go to Costco, they don't say, hey, do you want to enroll some new people? And so most people are just customers, and we love customers, because that's what makes it a real company, that people really buy what they really want every single month. That's as simple as that. So the first way is you might enroll somebody. The second way is one of them might enroll somebody. But there's another way, which is really interesting. Somebody above you might enroll somebody and place them in your organization, because you see, we only have a certain number of spots, and once they're filled, we have to place them under people. And once those are filled, we have to place them under them. And so you might get somebody because you enroll them. You might get somebody because somebody in your organization brings in a new person, or you might get somebody because someone above you places someone in your organization. So there's 3 possible ways to have customers in your organization buying every month, hopefully for a very long time. And you get residual income on them. You get a certain percent of all their purchases every month. Now there's another way, and I'm not going to spend much time on it, because this is not for the customers, and it's certainly not for the little business builders, but it is for the big business builders. So I want to give you a hint of what could happen if you're a real leader, if you're a big business builder. And this is, by the way, for less than 1%. So I'm not holding it out as a guarantee. I'm not even holding it out as a possibility, because less than 1% is a small possibility. But if you're a true leader, this could happen to you. The second way you get paid is by sharing the profits of the company. The company sets aside a certain share of its profits every single month, and it shares it amongst its big leaders. And there are 6 leadership levels, and I won't name them all, but the bottom one is silver, and the next is gold, and the next is platinum, and it goes up like that. When you become a silver, and that means, roughly speaking, there's some other requirements, but roughly speaking, you have to have $10,000 or 10,000 PV of purchases in your organization. Now there's a couple other requirements, but it's roughly, the major one is 10,000 PV in your organization. When you become that, then you're a silver, and you get 1 profit sharing point. But if you're building under somebody in your organization, then they might very quickly become a silver also. So they are one and you are one. That means you have two. And golds are worth 2 points and platinums are worth 3 points. So if you enroll somebody who enrolls so many people and has a big organization and they become a platinum, then you get 3 points. Fine. So what the company does is they add up all the points in your organization. And when you're a big, big business builder, you might have 300 points in your organization. Now this might be after 5 or 10 years, or it might be in far less time. But remember I said, I'm not trying to entice you with all these riches. I'm telling you the truth, it's less than 1%. And it will take you years to get there. But let's say you have 300 points in your organization. Each point is worth roughly $140 US. So 300 points times $140 US is $42,000 a month US. $42,000 a month US. Now that depends on how many points you have in your organization, and it depends on what a point's worth that month. And there's some other little requirements, but I'm giving you a simplification of the process. You'll get your profit sharing, which in this example was 42,000 points, but you'll also get your percent override on the purchases under you. So when you're a big business builder, you make money 2 ways. So for a customer, they don't make any money, they just love the products. For someone who just dabbles in it and enrolls 2 or 3 people, and one of them enrolls 2 or 3 people, and they never get more than 5 or 10, let's say, in their organization, then they'll get a small check every month deposited to their bank account, or there's several other ways you can get paid as well. But for the big business builder, you can work it up to making a few $1,000s a month at the first level, and that's not a guarantee, that's just an example. And then more and more and more as you work your way up. And the top people in the company are earning a large amount of money, and the company doesn't want us to say the amount because they don't want us to give false hope to anyone. But if you're very big, you can do it very well. And especially with the help and credibility of myself, a New York Times top 10 best-selling author, and Jack Canfield, who has a gigantic reputation. And he and I stand on guard to work with you and to help you and to join you into our enrollment presentations. So if you're a bit shy, you just enroll into one, you just join one of our enrollment presentations. We'll do the presentation, and if your friend decides to enroll, then you're their enroller. We just did the presentation for you. And eventually you'll do the presentations on your own, or you can keep just attending our presentations. It's as simple as that. Great products in oils, in cleaning products, and in nutritional supplements. And an income opportunity. And I love it, and it's fun, and to team up with world famous Jack Canfield, one of my dearest friends, and to have him and I working for you, it's a lot of fun. There's an income opportunity, and your home is safe, and your body is safe, and it's just so exciting. And my wife says that I'm a little kid again, and she loves it. She loves that I'm excited. Every time someone enrolls, I'm so excited, and I call their enroller and I thank them. And it's just a wonderful family. It's a wonderful family. Would you like to have me and Jack Canfield in your family? I should think so. So there's 4 places you could be right now. One of them is, you know for sure you want in. I mean, you haven't learned everything yet, but you know for sure you want in and you want to be a leader. So click on the first button that you see, which says, I want in right now and I want to be a leader. And we will have one of our most senior people contact you, give you the information that you need, and enroll you immediately in the first phone call. The next button is that you want to be a customer. You want to join immediately. You've decided that, yes, I want to join immediately and I want to try the products. I might stay forever and purchase my minimum or more each month, or I may quit anytime I want. You can quit anytime you wish, always. And maybe if I like it, I'll tell some friends, but I may never tell my friends. So that's the second button. Yes, I want to enroll immediately, and I just want to try the products before I do anything. The third button is, I got lots of questions. I can't decide until I get lots of questions answered. That's the third button. You press that, and one of my staff will call you and patiently answer all your questions. And the fourth button is, no thanks, not interested. And I still love you, and Jack Canfield still loves you, and maybe one day you'll decide that it is for you and you'll contact us, or you may never join. But the option is there. So the top button is, I'm in for sure, call me, I want to enroll right now, and I'm going to be a leader. Of course, there's other things you need to learn, but you know for sure you want to join. The second button is, I want to join for sure as a customer. And if I like the products, I'll stay. If I don't like the products, I'll quit. And if I really like the products, I'll tell some people and become a business builder. But right now, I want to enroll for sure, but just be a customer to start. Number 3, I got lots of questions. Don't talk to me about enrollment until I get my questions answered. That's the purpose of the third button. And the purpose of the fourth button, I'm not interested, is just to politely say, no thank you. And we'll respond saying, thanks for watching. Click one of those 4 buttons right now, and either Jack Canfield will call you, or I will personally call you, or one of my senior team will call you, because we're building this business fast. If you want to join us, get in now, because the best spots are the ones near us. And if you just want to be a customer, join right now. If you want to get your questions answered, click on that third button and we'll call you and we'll answer all your questions. And if you're not interested, bless you. It's totally okay. I love you, I love you, I love you. Make a good decision. And by the way, I said at the top of this video that you can make money doing what you're already doing for free right now. What did I mean by that? Well, have you ever gone to a movie? Of course. Have you ever liked a movie? Of course. Have you ever really liked a movie? Of course. And what did you do? You told other people. You didn't memorize a script. You didn't take a course to learn how to do it. You just called a friend and said, oh my gosh, I just saw an amazing movie. You should go. It's starring so-and-so, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a thriller, and there's courtroom drama. You didn't memorize a pitch. You just spoke from your heart about your experience. And because you spoke from your heart, your friend said, hey, I'm going to go to see that movie. But then the movie theater forgot to send you a thank you check. Well, Young Living never forgets. If you like the products and you share from your heart, look what happened when I did this product. Look, my fingers aren't cracked and bleeding any longer. And oh my gosh, do you know that there's a real problem in the United States? War veterans are coming back to the United States and they're having horrible dreams and nightmares, and they're having flashbacks every time there's a noise. They think it's a bomb going off, and they're so troubled, and there's just way too many war vets committing suicide. It's horrible. And there are Veterans Association hospitals that are doing their best with psychiatric drugs to help them. And what they found is that the Young Living oils are working to help them. And as of this recording, 30 VA hospitals have switched over to using these oils to help the wonderful US vets who've returned from war zones and are having horrible nightmares and being frightened and anxious and even contemplating suicide. These oils are helping them. Wow, wow, wow. Press the button of your choice, and I'd be honored to work with you. And if you're a big business builder, I'll personally introduce you to Jack Canfield, and we can all work together. Thank you, thank you, thank you.